Hello, hello. Welcome back. Welcome back to the podcast, wonderful technologists. Welcome back. Hope you guys are having an amazing week. So, it is nice weather here in the state of Illinois. I'm super excited. As always, like I've always said, I love summer and I love fall because Halloween is like one of my favorite times of the year. So, hope you guys are having an amazing week. I know it's been very busy for me. Um, as far as work, motherhood, uh, getting courses together. So, yeah, it is just freaking amazing. Plus, the catheter jockeys have finally put out another episode on their podcast. Looking forward to listening to that. So, I will be listening to that later on today. So, those guys are amazing. So, if you haven't checked out the catheter jockeys, make sure you check out their podcast. Yeah, little promo cut for the catheter jockeys here because I know they'll be listening to this. So I can't wait to get these guys on my show too. So I definitely have to reach out now that I will have more time. That I am not doing the whole school and everything, and my schedule is changing at work. So I will have more time to do that. So, guys, I will be reaching out to you very shortly because I want you guys to come on the podcast. So, I will be bringing on some guests on the podcast. It's just motherhood and life in general and work. It's been a lot. So, but I'm excited to have guests on the podcast. If you are interested in being a guest on the CT Educator podcast, make sure you check out the show notes and fill out the form. So it gives me an idea who you are, where you're at, what kind of training, things that you can bring to the show. So make sure you go ahead and fill out that form. Come on the podcast and let's talk about all the CT things. Okay. So in today's episode, we are going to be talking about the awesome coaching program that I am building, that I am going to launch, and it's going to be live in July. So I have created a program specifically for CT technologists where I get to coach and mentor them into becoming the best technologists they can be. So it's called the CT Educator program because I keep all my names the same. So in this episode, I'm going to tell you what it is, how it can elevate your CT training, and some of the things that I will be doing in this brand new coaching program. So your first thing is you might be thinking, okay, well, what is the CT Educator program? So like I said, it's a 6-month program where I coach you and mentor you bi-weekly on bi-weekly calls. So it's 2 calls a month. Plus, I have a Slack channel where you can come and get coaching, get advice, get all the CT things at any time, any day. Okay. So I built this 6-month program where I go ahead and I dive deep and I assess your current CT training if that applies. So basically what I do is I see where you're struggling, where the gaps in your training are, what you need help with. And then from there, we create a 90-day plan to excel you in the CT basics. Because I know a lot of techs that struggle with the basics and they're brand new to the modality and they really need that area of expertise to guide them to performing optimal exams. So we're going to get you up to speed on the CT basics. We're going to go ahead and create that 90-day plan to make sure that you are on board. So basically, we're going to work on one goal for 90 days to get you where you need to be. And then after that 90 days, we'll reassess and then we'll see if you still need to work on that or if you need to move on to another goal, depending on how many goals you will need after that assessment that I give you in the beginning. Okay. So the whole focus is that you are going to be able to execute these exams correctly. You are going to go ahead and work independently where you do not have that fear of, okay, am I doing something wrong? You will feel confident behind that console to make sure that you can make a good decision in making sure you get an optimal exam, right? That is the whole purpose of the program that I have built. Plus, you will have an online learning portal that you can access 24/7. You can learn on the go, and I will have specific modules and videos for you to review and make sure that you are at the tip top of your training. Okay. I don't think anything exists like this out there, because I know I've researched this in the years that I have been a CT tech, and I've been a CT tech, it's 21 years now, and nothing like this has ever caught my eye. So I figured, why not create it, because it is needed. And we all know that even though there are programs, but I dive deep in making sure that I am there to support you, but also to kick your ass in gear in making sure that you are the best technologist you can be. Because if you listen to my prior episode, I talked about button pushers. That's exactly what we're not creating here. We're creating good technologists that know their shit and can execute those exams correctly. Okay. Now, the next question you're probably asking is, okay, how am I going to elevate my training? So, like I said, we're going to nail the CT basics down, because you need to know that. And those are requirements, especially when you are collecting competencies for the CT registry. My whole goal is to make you the best technologist you can, so you feel confident to sit for that registry. You feel confident to apply to a higher paying job. You feel confident to take that traveling assignment. That is my whole goal for this program. And in 6 months, I'm going to get you there. Could be less time than that, but in 6 months, I'm going to get you there and making sure that you are confident and you can execute all these principles, right? So, like I said, I have bi-weekly coaching calls. So it's a call every other week where I teach you a different strategy needed in your training, whether it's patient positioning, exam protocols, any physics, contrast media, radiation dose, QA. We will go over a different strategy twice a month to making sure you understand and you apply these principles when you are on that CT floor, right? Plus, I will be sharing live workshops, live courses, live master classes at least once a month, to making sure that you keep your education at its best game, right? So, who is this program for? That's your other question, right? So, I've designed this program for new CT technologists. So, what I mean by new technologists is anybody that is cross training from X-ray, that has an interest in CT, because a lot of times certain facilities have multimodality techs. So, folks from X-ray do need to cross train. That is an instance when I worked at the VA and I had a temporary assignment at the Air Force Base where I used to live in my home state. And they do cross train their X-ray techs into CT. So I was a part of that preceptor to making sure that they learn what they were supposed to and check them off on their exams. Now, we also get students from CT programs. This applies to you too, because it's brand new. It's something that you've never probably have seen before. So this would apply to you as well. And also, if there are any nuclear medicine techs that need to learn the CT portion so they can collect competencies and they can get those exams to take the registry, because in PET CT, they do have to be registered in both. This applies to you as well. Plus, any new CT technologist that has less than 2 years of experience, this program is for you, because I know you all are struggling out there. I can see it, because I even see it in my current workplace that we have some technologists that have less than 2 years of experience. And sometimes we need a little bit of handholding and a little bit of extra guidance. So those are kind of some of the pointers of my program. And if you are interested at all in this program, I am going to be kicking off this program with a live challenge. The live challenge is going to be in the middle of June. It's going to be a 3-day live masterclass where I'm going to teach one principle every single day on how to be the go-to CT tech. So if you are interested in joining that live challenge, make sure you check out the show notes. Make sure you go ahead and get on that list for that challenge. I am going to be teaching it live, so make sure you check that out, okay? And I will be dropping the dates. So make sure you follow on Instagram because I will be dropping the dates, or follow on Facebook because I do have the CT Educator page. Make sure you follow to find out what dates that challenge is dropping on, okay? So that will be the kickoff to this new program. And then the program will start in July, and it will be 6 months from July. And anybody can join at any time. So it's open forever once the program opens. You can join at any time, and there's a whole onboarding process. I'm telling you, I'm super excited about this, to making sure that I share my knowledge and making sure that there are good technologists out there when they're caring for patients. Okay. So if you're interested in any of those things, make sure you check out the show notes. All the links will be there. Come on over to Instagram, give me a follow. I will post a lot of stuff about that challenge, even though I've been a little bit, lax on Instagram. However, I'm getting back into it because I'm having more time due to my kids being out of school. So make sure you check out the show notes. Come join that challenge. Come get in the program. I will have a pre-sale for this program where if you join before I open the doors to the program, you will get special pricing for 6 months. Plus, you will get a one-on-one call with me and access to one free live workshop. So all good things. Those are all bonuses, but you have to join the program before I open, 24 hours before I open the doors. Okay. So make sure you check out Instagram or Facebook. Make sure you get on the email list. Okay. So if you join the challenge, or if you join the program, you will be on the email list, and I will email every week on dates and things that are happening with all the CT things. Okay. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, give a 5-star review. All these things help support the show. Okay. Just so I can continue to bring you good content, and hopefully this resonates and helps any fellow technologists out there. All right. So hope you guys have a great week. Thank you so much for listening, and I will chat with you guys next week.